Hey YouTube, it's Shrinking to Win. I'm going to post my video about my pre-op appointment. First of all, I do have a friend that watched the video and said that there was some buzzing. I apologize for that. He told me I need to get some kind of a microphone, but I'm going to have to wait to get it. I can't get it right now. So, apologize for the buzzing. I'll get that worked out as soon as I can. Hope you can understand it. But anyways. It went really well. I weighed in, and rejoiced. I was kind of nervous because I haven't really seen that I can recall a huge difference on my scale at home where I was confident that I was in my range, because I was told last time that I need to be 276 or less to be able to go forward with this thing. And my scales are slightly different, so I was a little nervous, whatever. I lost 7 pounds. So when I started in October with the weight loss surgery class, I was 295 according to scales. Now I'm 269. Sorry, it was 269, so I lost 7 pounds. So I've lost a total of like 20 pounds in October. But anyways, basically they pulled me back, they triaged me, they took my vitals, did my weight, waited for the doctor. My husband was able to come with me, which was awesome because he hadn't been able to come with me the last 2 visits with the surgeon, so it finally got to me. And he basically went over the surgery again in a little bit more detail, a little bit different. Like, he explained to me that they're going to give me a shot of heparin or something for help thin my blood so I don't have issues with blood clots. And they explained it was going to be like in like the lower area on the side of your hip, upper area, hip or thigh or something like that. Or someone told me stomach. So we'll see how that goes. It just kind of gave me an idea of what floors I'll be on when I get out of surgery. I would tell you what floors, but it doesn't matter because unless you're at the Portsmouth Naval Hospital getting this done, it probably is different at your hospital. So it's like non-relevant info. So I'm pretty excited. The only thing that I am bummed about is the fact that they do not allow overnight visitors. I was hoping that if I was able to work it out with my sitter for my son, that my husband would be able to stay with me overnight. Well, unfortunately, I don't get that. So, it'll make it easier for the sitter issue, but oh well. So that's my biggest disappointment, but everything I pretty much either knew or was explained a little bit, but I wasn't overly shocked. It went well. My surgeon was so pleased I lost those 7 pounds. And he says that people that do well with changing habits and losing weight and really are working at trying to understand how to do things usually do better after surgery. So, yay! Oh, another thing that really, really got me excited was when I went to talk to the nurse about filling out final paperwork before she set me up to anesthesia. She said that she told my Dr. Rahab that she thought I was going to do really, really well with this because I was going to classes and I was really seemed excited and wanting to learn new stuff. So, yay! Oh! So, anyway, so my jitters that I had was for nothing. Then they set me up to anesthesia, and it wasn't that bad. The only thing that I kind of got irritated with was I had to go get my EKG, and I got that in October or November. I can't remember when, so I don't remember exactly when my class was in October. But I had my EKG done. It should have been on record, but for some reason they couldn't find it. I'm glad it doesn't take long and it doesn't hurt. You know, it's kind of embarrassing because if you don't know what I mean, look up EKGs on YouTube. You'll understand. But I had to get that done again. So, oh well. But it was just kind of irritated that, I know that had it been that I was with a non-military facility, I would have been having to fork some extra money out because they didn't have my record. So I don't know what happened with that. Anyways, the anesthesiologist lady that ended up calling me back after I had my EKG again. We talked. She was really nice. And the thing that I really am liking is that even if I share kind of silly things that I may have had issues with in the past, or I think might be a concern, they don't make me feel stupid. And that's in generally all wide. You know, I'm not going, well, why would you ask that? It's like, well, at least she's willing to ask questions, because if you don't ask, it could be something important that you need to know. But they rather a silly question that's kind of not pertinent than to not ask it and you end up having issues from it. After I went and saw the anesthesiologist people for them to make sure with stuff, they sent me to go get lab work. I was pleasantly surprised. I was thinking they were going to redo all the blood work that we had to do to get the process really rolling good, which was 13 tubes of blood. To my surprise, only 2. Praise the Lord. Crazy thing was, I have this. There was supposed to be a wristband and some labels in this folder they gave me to take to lab, and they forgot to give it to me. So I had to go back up to anesthesia to get it. Otherwise, they wouldn't take my blood. I'm like, are you kidding me? So I had to go back up there. And the reason why I was kind of frustrated is because the lab where we're at can take a long time if you don't go at, like, right, you weren't one of the first people. It can take a while. They get crowded pretty easy. And you know, I was running on getting close to an hour left before I had to go get my son from the child care facility he was at on base. So I had to run back up there, get it, run back down. Finally, I was able to make my deadline, but that was kind of frustrating. But it was only 2 tubes of blood. Yay! I felt like I got to keep the blood. Yay! So I was extremely pleased. And the thing is, it's extremely cool when you're expecting to give them like what feels like all your blood, or most all your blood, and then turn around and find out that they only take 2. It's a little bit. Woo! So, anyway, that's about it. And I will recap. Okay. I will let you know either later tonight or tomorrow morning how my first day of pre-op diet went. And so far, so good. I've only taken in 10 calories because I'm at a limit of, we're supposed to keep our calorie count between 650 and 800 calories. They want us ladies, because our metabolism is slower, to be more at the 650, 700 range than the 800 range. I've only taken in 10 calories, and that's because I dumped a packet of Crystal Light into one of the bottles of water I've had 32 plus ounces of water. I've had 2 bottles of water. So it's like 30. I've had 2 bottles of water, so it's like 33.2 or something like that. So it's a little over. So I'm doing pretty good. So my goal is to, even though I only have to do 48 ounces of near zero calorie liquid, I'm wanting to do 64 just for the sheer fact that I'm going to have to try to get in 64 after surgery, and I want to kind of make that a habit because I know that it's going to cause issues in the long run if I do not. And so I will update you. And sorry, my hair is a mess, but I'm kind of chilling out today, not overdoing it too much. But anyway, talk to you later. Take care. Bye-bye.